Okay, I think we're ready for a rebuild on the Venusberg drill. Before we get into it, the tag. Now that is the old label, but on the back of it, for the time being, I've put that's just a vinyl sticker that I've printed off. But I did the artwork on the computer. That's the one I've done first, and then just reversed it because what I want to do is do the acid etch. But I've also got my Atlas drill logos to do. I think there's something else as well. So that's something I'm going to do this summer, because apparently the acid etch likes it a bit warmer, and it's still cold. We're only just into February, so I want to let it warm up before I get into practicing that. So I think that came out alright, and it sits on there alright. I've just got to push them pins down. But that can wait. Anyway, the drill chuck's all cleaned up and back together and working nice. So perhaps that can be the first thing that can go back in. Now, I'm going to do, just put a really light film of grease on that. And in there, that should all must slide nicely together now. Lovely. Okay. Yep, it's the shorter pin of the two. Get a rag. There's one. It's going in. I think that must want to go the other way then, because that's not lining up. So I guess I've got to rotate that 180. That looks better. Too far. Okay. Some greasing up in a minute. First one I want to do is, so I'll put that on there. Right. Yes, that's got to go that way. That's that. Okay, let's see. I'm putting this in next. That will do. Okay. Get some of that paint. Ooh, yeah. I've got to touch this paint up. I thought it was dry. It takes forever. That's been drying about 4 or 5 days. Oh well, that'll get touched up. Right. Grease these cogs up well. Right, that I believe is the top that I want, so I'm gonna just clip these in. Let's see if I'll just that's it. Now then, which way up does the Venusberg go? I can't remember when I took it off. I'll put it that way on. this drill handle is next. And from what I remember on the video, all of these washers, it was 2 each side. I don't know why, it seems a bit, I'm only going to put 1 each side. Right, goes that way, doesn't it? On that one there. And there we are. Change your speed. There you go. What do you think of that? I'll have to do a little bit of touch up on the paint, but I think that's come up alright from the rusty piece of junk that it was. I like that one. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? I'm pleased with that. That handle came out alright. I think it's a little smaller than the one on the other side, just slightly, but it's not a bad match. I like that. Okay, it is time now to put the Stanley 733 back together. Now, one thing that wasn't there, or I didn't notice it, and I'm damn sure it was, and I've looked on the video, is this little hole here, and that matches up with these 2 indents. So obviously that had some mechanism to keep that in place to stop that from just spinning and spinning. So it was just like a ball bearing off an indent. So there was no spring, no ball bearing that I could see. And there's, I think what that is a stepped hole in there. It's drilled this outer diameter so far, and then there's a smaller diameter hole a little bit further down. But the offcut of spring from when I re-chucked that other little, or re-sprung the chuck of that other little drill, just fits there nicely. And using a very small screw with a dome head on it, and put that on there. I have already tried this. And that works a treat. Clicks in place there. That's clicked in. Oh, that works fine. So the next thing I think we'll do is we'll put this little cap back on over the spirit level. Okay, and there's this little bit that goes in. It goes in there with this pin. Okay. So I haven't got that quite lined up, have I? That looks better. Yep, let's move in. Okay, that moves nicely. Right, this thing, I've been keeping this slightly warm because it doesn't need a lot of temperature. Ooh, let's drop now. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't need a lot. I've just been keeping that kind of hand warm, really. Right. So that is. See how this goes. We'll put that one on first. Then we will put that one on. Shall we put the chuck back together first? Yes. That's quite simple. It's just them and that. Let's put that back in the pocket. Keep it warm. Okay, so that's right, and I put a bit of grease around there, and that should hold the ball bearings in. And there weren't that many of them, and I can only find there's 8, so. Okay. That should now. Right. That's nice. Okay, that should be a simple thing of pop that through there. That lines up. We can pop that handle in. These are the 2 handles I made out of them file handles. That was it that I bought. So that one slides in there. Take it to the set point. Okay, and then there's just the end piece to go on. Just get bit of spatter for that. Now I was looking at colour schemes for this because originally this was painted green. I think that was someone previous who'd done that. There's a few little oil holes here. Just put a spot in them. There we are. Yeah, so the colour scheme, I'd seen it as green, so I had a look on the internet for this particular drill, and the majority of these is the breastplate there is in black, but there was one or two I saw in red, and I much prefer with that in red. I think that's much nicer. So right, out of the way, that's the little spindle lock that works nicely. So now we have that without the wobbly handle that was on there, cleaned up and painted as should be. I think that's quite nice. That's turned out lovely, that one. Yeah, I'm happier I've done it that colour rather than the green that I was going to do it. So there we are, hand drills restored. I'll get them all together and show all the 4 that I've done. So I'll put them all together and we'll have a look at them. Right, there we are. That is the Stanley. That's the other, don't know what, made in England. Turn this round. We have the Venusberg. I'm really pleased with that. I'm not so keen on this hammer I put on there. There's a couple of little touch-up places I've got to do, and I think that shaft perhaps should be polished, which I may do. I may take the paint off and just polish that. And then of course the little foreign brand one. I think they all came up quite nice. A worthy little restoration of them 4 little drills. Yeah. I'll find somewhere to put them now so they don't spoil. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time when well, I don't know what we're going to do next time. We'll have to wait and see. Bye for now.